Hello friends, welcome to the online lecture series of Business Management. Myself Assistant Professor Mr. V.R. Vadekar from Department of Electronics and Telecommunication from Matoshi College of Engineering and Research Center affiliated to Savitribai Phule, Pune University. We are studying basics of business management. So let's start with our today's video. But before that, let's have a quick revision. In last lecture, we have studied about the human relation theory given by Elton Mayo. That how he did following experiments to show that how the motivation of the people in an organization is required to develop teamwork to achieve individual as well as organizational goal. We have seen about illumination experiment, relay assembly, room experiments, interview phase experiment, and bank wiring observation room experiment. Today's lecture, we are going to study about a business organization. Now, an organization is a group of people working together to achieve a common goal. The purpose of organizations are different as per the nature of the organization. Systematic grouping of the task to be performed and network of superior subordinate relationship at various levels is nothing but your organization. Organization structure, it defines, it indicates line of authority, responsibility, and coordination amongst the people. It indicates manner in which activities are constructed. We are going to study three types of organization. First is line organization, functional organization, and line and staff organization. So first start with line organization. Well, it is the simplest and the oldest pattern of grouping activities. In this particular pattern, the highest position and the lowest position in the organization are interconnected through number of intermediaries depending on the size of organization. And each intermediary, it acts as a link between his subordinate and his superior. So he is responsible for all the tasks performed by the subordinates and commands complete control over them. He gives directions, instructions to his subordinates. So it is based on the hierarchy principles, that is the relative authority and responsibility. Here it is a diagram for line organization. This is a traditional technique in which the workers, you can see, are going to follow a foreman. Foreman, it is under control of superintendent, then assistant manager, and there is a plant manager, and all these different managers are being controlled by the managing director or CEO. So in such organization, superior is jack of all trades or know all types of person. This form was very popular in the past because activities were not very much complex in nature. So one person could manage them satisfactorily. So here is a clear line of responsibility and authority from higher level to lowest level, and hence called it is line organization. Well, this form of organization, it is based on two important principles, that is scalar chain and unity of command. As I already discussed with scalar chain that managers may be regarded as a chain of superiors. There should be an unbroken line of authority and command through all the levels from the highest to the lowest rank, and of unity of command, that the person should not receive the command from more than one bosses. There should be a proper order and instruction from one order. Then only then there would be no confusion or no mistakes or delay in getting the work done. Now, the advantages of line organization. The most important advantage is clear definition of authorities and responsibilities, easy to establish, operate, no confusion of authority and responsibility, as every employee has clearly defined it. It is flexible in nature since its expansion and contraction is easy. It is economical and easy to understand, and there is a direct chain of command. Hence, decisions are made and implemented rapidly. Next, disadvantages of line organization. It is autocratic and dictatorial in nature. It requires consultation and coordination of the managerial levels across the organization. And the serious disadvantage is that it doesn't permit specialization through division of work or division of labor. And favoritism is very common in this one. Now, next type is your functional organization, which is also called as staff organization. This form was suggested by Frederick Winslow Taylor, who is known as the father of scientific management. So, Taylor advocated division of work on the basis separation of planning task from operating task. Such separation would lead to specialization, and specialization will lead to more efficiency. In this, different employees are grouped according to the area of specialization. And the functional manager, it leads the team and manages all the operations or business. So in this, workers receive order from several specialists or officers. So Taylor recommended, appointed, of 8 foreman group of specialists. Each would give direction to the workers depending on the nature of problem. And this form was often called functional foremanship. Here it is an example of functional foremanship, that how there is a different specialist, that is R&D manager, finance manager who is expert in his own area, marketing manager, division products. So all these foremen, they are working under their specialist, because those specialists are specialized in their own functional area. So that's why it is called functional organization. Advantages of functional organization. It is based on division of work and providing specialized knowledge and guidance to the employees through experts. Reduction in workload, better quality product is assured. Functional efficiency is more because of specialist. Planning and actual performing is separated out. The disadvantage of functional organization is that problem of coordination of work performed by each foreman. Overlapping instruction by 2 or more foremen, it cause chaos and confusion. Principle of unity of command is not followed, since workers have to follow instructions from various specialists. Coordination of various supervisors or expert is very difficult. It is difficult to point out the cause of poor performance. Of course, there is a delay in decision making. Now, the third type It is called line staff organization. This pattern or form of organization, it combines the advantages of both line form and functional form of organization. So in this form, functional specialists are appointed to assist line authorities, and line authorities are those who are directly responsible for accomplishment of organization's objectives. Functional specialists who help line authorities by giving expert advice are known as staff authorities. Staff authorities don't have direct control over the person doing the jobs. In other words, there does not exist superior subordinate relationship between them. And this form of organization, it has been extensively used these days because of growing complexities in business activity. So in manufacturing organization, production and sales are line functions, and purchase, then finance, personal, etc. are staff functions. So in this practice, this form of leads to conflicts between the line and staff because of ego problem. And most medium and large size firms exhibit line and staff organizational structures. The distinguishing characteristics between simple line organization and line and staff organization is what? It is the multiple layers of management within line and staff organization. Now, an advantage of line and staff organization, it is the availability of technical specialists. Staff experts in specific areas are incorporated into the formal chain of command. A disadvantage of line and staff is, the conflict between line and staff personnel. Here you can see the chart. There is a chief executive officer. This is the line organization chart. Now this dotted line, it is going to show you the staff organization. So we are going to combine the line and staff organization. So you can see it over here. The foremen are getting orders from their different managers. But economists and legal advisors, they are just a specialist over here who gives advice to marketing manager, finance manager, production manager. They are not directly controlling these workers, this foreman. So that is all about a line and staff organization chart. So students, today we have discussed about the organization structures in industry. Basically, it is line organization, a traditional one, functional organization, and line and staff organization, which combines the advantages of both. And basically, in all medium and large size companies, we are going to use line and staff organization. So here it is the assignment that you need to submit it to my email address. Next module, we are going to study the forms of organization. So till then, thank you very much, students.